perfect storm. That is what suicide prevention specialists are calling the coronavirus pandemic, saying suicide rates could go up. News 4 Shelby Stephens spoke to one of these specialists today to see what can be done to keep it from happening.
Suicides make up about 60% of all gun deaths here in Tennessee. With the country in a recession and high unemployment rates, advocates are worried about people's safety.
Firearm suicide could be increasing right now, and there actually is something that we can do to prevent those deaths.
DAKOTA JABLON is a suicide prevention specialist at Educational Fund to Stop Gun Violence. She researches what triggers people to take their own life.
Right now, we're kind of have this perfect storm, for lack of a better word, because we're seeing increased isolation right now, increased economic uncertainty, increased stressors, increased alcohol consumption.
It's estimated that almost half of adult Tennesseans live in a house with a gun. JABLON says that easy accessibility is pivotal.
And suicidal crises are often short-lived, or the time between actually being suicidal and deciding to go through with an attempt, it can be a very short period of time.
She also tells me 9 out of 10 suicide attempts with a gun are lethal. The next most common form of suicide is by overdoses, which only result in death about 1 to 3% of the time.
If you have a firearm in a suicidal crisis, you're almost certainly going to die.
So what can gun owners do to protect their loved ones?
If you are seeing that someone that is a family member or a friend is kind of, maybe sleeping a little bit more, maybe using alcohol a little bit more, if they lost their job, they just really seem down, you definitely want to be very frank with them and say, hey, are you thinking about suicide right now?
JABLON tells me guns need to be safely stored, unloaded, and away from ammunition. If you can, try to get weapons out of the home while your loved one is experiencing mental health issues. Shelby Stephens, News 4 Nashville.
And if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, help is available. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is on your screen right now. It's 1-800-273-8255. That is 1-800-273-TALK.